Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll run it from the gun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a run. Running back's got it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
He'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Now the all-important extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Sticking with the running game. The ball is loose. The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he stopped just short down to the 2, but an excellent run. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
The Stanford offense lines up on 1st and goal now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Caught over the middle. It's dull. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and This defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And he's tackled after the catch. The game makes it second and medium. The shotgun handoff here. He's got room looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Mendez. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Off the RPO, caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Freeman. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone. A new set of downs after that completion. He hands it to the back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Stanford has moved into the red zone. Give it to the back again. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off to the single back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Testing the right side here. Breaking tackles.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll run it here. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
See if they can convert the point after. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Now the try for the two-point conversion. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. And they'll run it into the end zone until they go up by a touchdown here. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. And he just steps out of bounds. A takeaway to wrap up this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Stanford offense back out there on the field now. First play of the second half was a handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. It's a quarterback keeper. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this 3rd quarter, they don't convert here on 3rd down. They have so much confidence. I wouldn't be shocked to see them still go for this here.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Handoff to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Finding space at the 20. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming up, second down and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Long enough and good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Getting set. Here's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Looks like Stanford will have the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. But go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Five-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield. Important second down play coming up.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as they come up on second down. Looking for some space. It's Mendez. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Handoff heading left. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Here's the second down play. And now the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, tied. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
The PAT is important when they get a 3-point lead. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
A completion makes it second down. Handoff to the right side. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Great move there. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Stanford getting set for the 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Stanford now operating in the red zone. In the red area, it's Mendez. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Touchdown, Stanford. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
You talk about a big stage and big-time pressure and then delivering. That's what this running back just did to be able to give them this 3-point lead. And if you're smart, you just kick the extra point. That forces your opponent to have to go down and score a touchdown to win the game.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So late in this 4-point game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at midfield. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Stanford Cardinals.